Hey guys, thank you for joining this AMA. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes. Yeah, thank you. All right. So, again, thank you so much for joining this AMA. Oh, every 2 weeks we meet. It's a good one to speak to you all, or rather, for the others who cannot join and are going to listen in the coming time. As always, let's begin the AMA with Arsenal. I think it's Arsenal is now at a very sophisticated or very well planned phase. Uh, wherein we have the roadmap and we stick to that. We stick to that very well. One moment, please. Yeah, we stick to that very well. And we just announced the multiplier NFTs, which were very important as the renting portals of Fabwelt gaming ecosystem has begun. And we did partner with Re NFT. Re NFT was a partner which helped us develop the renting portal. For now, the multipliers are going to be on the platform wherein you can buy these multipliers and you can go and rent out to them to the other scholars and any other players who is playing Arsenal. Just to clear out things, there are many questions, but one most important question I would like to address over here is multiplier NFTs are going to be, of course, carry forwarded to every game. It is not just only for Arsenal. Like if you are playing H2O, you can still use the multiplier NFTs to earn more than what you could without them. And then it will be for FanWorld, it will be for Top G, for every game that we are going to create. So the structure would be made in such a way that you can utilize them for the entire gaming ecosystem. Now, if you see the scale of these NFTs, they might initially look a bit costly, but if you apply it to uh, the entire ecosystem, you are going to be benefited on a very large scale. Like, let's take an example. If a guild is engaging scholars, across the globe, as a scholar, I can play a game for 8 hours straight, 10 hours straight, 12 hours straight. But let's just see in a way that I can buy and multiplier NFT, and I can rent it out to one scholar. He can play Arsenal, and while he's done, the another scholar can still use it, and let's say they can play S2 or top G, so it will be in the entire circulation, and will be benefiting like maybe 2x 3x more than what the multiplier is giving you. It all depends on how you utilize it. You can utilize it for 24 hours, for let's say 12 games, 4 games, 3 games, whatever. It's all your strategy, and you have to use your skills and your brains how you want to rent it out. And also, once everything gets clear out, the basics get clear out, you have to also understand this, that we have made this in such a way that everybody is benefited: the owner, the renter, and any other who is in the middle, like let's say guilds or whatever. To make it more fair with the multipliers, we have made sure that there's no exploitation. And also, let's say as a owner, I have rented out the NFT to a scholar, but the scholar is not available, he's offline, or it can happen that he or she has fallen sick. So in that case, the renter also has, sorry, the owner also has um, the choice to cancel the renting and again rent it out to someone else who is active, avoiding or reducing the losses that he or she can uh, face. So yeah, we are going to keep it very dynamic, and we are also, as I explained it before, you can choose the amount of percentage of winning share. So in this way, there will be a lot of, uh, could say, competition, or there'll be a lot of push from every owner to provide as much benefits as possible to the renters. Yeah, and vice versa. Make sure that you know everything about it before you buy or you rent it out. We do not want you to face any situation because of lack of knowledge. Before go and buy it out, you can ask questions. There is an article which explains everything about the multiplier NFTs, but still, if you do not want to read it, you can ask questions. Everything is fine. So yes, so Arsenal has uh, this development going on, and of course Arsenal's table is always table is always filled with so many stuff. There is, let's say, I'll give an example. There is a table which we made in January and it is still not done yet. So that's how busy devs are with Arsenal. I mean, I'm not contradicting my statement. There's so much to do. Like, for example, we had to integrate a wallet called as Wombat, and we did not reach to that milestone until now because previously there were many other boards which were supposed to be done. One of them was renting, of course. And yeah, so you will see a lot of improvements, and we have begun a new, I would say, marketing plan for Arsenal, which has already started. Hopefully we would see some new players coming into Arsenal. And I believe, every week, every 2 weeks, we talk about Arsenal. We have seen improved activity with the game. Earlier it was only mostly during the weekends. Now we also see during the weekdays, which is good. Yeah, the community will pile up, and of course they'll start playing games. Now we have been approached by a southeast esports company, and they want to organize a tournament on Arsenal. So by Thursday, we would get to know what will be the scale of the tournament and how many players and where we're going to advertise it, etc., etc. We will announce it and we will let you know the details about it. So yes, there are a lot of things going on with Arsenal, like always. So second thing, let's move on to H2O. I know maybe some of you might be a bit upset about H2O not being launched yet because since I promised by end of month, we did have our uh, um, our latest APK. It's called. It's an application file which you download it and install it on your phone on Friday, and we tested it a bit. We faced a couple of bugs, not major bugs, very minor bugs, but we still did not make it live because we want to tweak some things. We did put it out to our testers. They're testing it. In fact, they're testing it right now, and we would probably give you an update of what's going on. So, I mean, I can put out the APK right now. You can start playing the game. But yeah, give us a little bit of that tweaks because I'll give an example like the second map, which is the Venice map. The lighting of the map has a bit of issue. Like it's a sunset. It's a sunset, I would say, environment. And what we notice, the reflection of the sun on the water is not matching the environment. So such things the community should not face. So instead of you know putting out a product which might not be very appealing, it's better to delay and make changes and do better and give it to the companies. That's what we are doing. Uh, you will get it probably. I'll try to give it to you by this week. And also, we promised something with Top G, the video last day, and I said I'll give out tomorrow. But again, we saw there are certain things which can be improved, and when we give it out to the community, it should be at least in such a way that the first impression should become very good, right? Right, just while I'm talking, I got a new gameplay video of Top G. So I'll see if we can, we can use this to give you an introduction of the game. Should also be nice. So we moved from Arsenal to H2O, and then I moved to Top G. But again, I would want to go back to H2O. The blockchain part of the H2O was very important for us. It is very important for every game. But with H2O, we were doing something a little bit different. The basic structure will be the same because since we have to make sure that all the NFTs work in a similar way, and we also need to be sure that we need to have the universal NFTs working. But H2O will have something different that can give you more pleasure. So the blockchain part now is not merged with the Web2 gaming. So the APK that I'm going to provide you is going to be purely Web2 gaming. Maybe you can practice, you can see which boards you want to purchase, or etc. etc. Once the merging happens, that will be the time when the game will be beta live, and then you can start earning. You can use your multiplier NFTs on X2O, and of course the unique way of earning that is going to come, that will also be introduced, and you can get acquainted with it. So yes, I'm going fine with S2 as well. Top G, the game on the Web2 side is finished. uh, let's say phase one is finished, but we have to work on the depth of the game in terms of assets. So the assets of the game are being modeled right now. Modeling takes some time, and we are also working on new environments for the game. So yeah, so the phase one of the game is done. This is why I was able to give you I am able to give you a video. We'll work on the assets. So that's another layering. So let's say phase two. This week we'll begin the development of the blockchain side for Top G parallelly. So we are looking at two Web2 games almost finished, and one of them blockchain part almost finished. The second part is going to begin. And now we come to Fanbuild. Fanbuild is a never-ending story, I know, but we did some testing in the weekend. It's working well. I would also want to give you a glimpse of Fanbuild application because we were thinking of doing the alpha testing and the glimpse at the same time. Now but according to me personally, but I would also say we will get a majority of vote. Now the UI looks much more better. It's much more premium, and by this Friday we should get an APK. We got it last Friday, but there were some API issues, and then we resolved it over the weekend. So we'll set up the alpha testing group again for Funwelt, and IPL is going on. IPL is, for the people who do not know, it's Indian Premier League. And we'll test it out hopefully before the IPL finishes. We'll have a beta test so that everyone test it, and of course we have football all the year long. And yeah, so that's what we have been doing on the product side. uh, and to more to announce, like last time I told you, we are working with two companies right now for the launch of, hello, I'm there, right? Yeah, we are working with two companies right now for the launch of special series NFTs which we announced a year ago. Now it is not the right time to do a initial NFT offering, but I think it's the right time in terms of execution of these NFTs, because by next month we would be having at least three, maybe four games live. So the application of these NFTs to these games would be marvelous, we believe, because they are specially designed for a multi-gaming ecosystem. So I mean, we are making sure the sale should happen in such a way that the existing community, the OG, should benefit the most. That's our motto, but we are going to have a much larger community. If I can reveal, there's a blockchain called as Ultra. Ultra has a very I would say hardcore community. Ultra is very famous in the United States, and they have over 100,000 gamers with them. So Ultra wants to do our NFT sale without we being on Ultra. That's something brilliant. So the other one, we did have a talk. I'll know more details about it today, but we'll go for the sale. So make sure that you grab them, because last time Alpha did a sale, it was a couple of months ago. The first sale was about 18 seconds. 18 seconds. That's what they sold for. And the second one was for some about 2 minutes, and the third one was again some minutes. So they wiped out the entire series in less than 10 minutes. So that's how strong Alpha's community is. So make sure that you're there. So I think I've covered most of the points. So let's Vishal has a question. Vishal, I'll make you as a speaker. Yes, hi Vishal. Yeah, fine. Ah, cool then. I had to explain what I had to. I told you about the developments. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do ask. But otherwise, our uh, TG is always open for you. And of course, not only TG. And like you can go to Twitter, you can go to Discord, wherever, ask your questions. And again, I would make a point on this. Please make sure you are very thorough with the multiplier NFTs before you buy them. You understand what are the utilities and what will be the future utilities, how you can turn your investment into a growing cash flow, let's say. And I think then everything should be fine, because we thought about it a lot, and we believe that it should not be a failure. It should give you some good ups. And if you're going into now in the bull market, it should give you something very in terms of hype. Don't consider this as a financial advice, but this is what we feel. That's why we design our products. But anyway, any suggestions or any questions, people? Anything to ask? Yeah, by the way, there's a giveaway going on with EA Sports. They're giving away 8 Dino NFTs, so make sure you participate. That it's a very fun game. We did announce it. There are links. You can go. You can check it out. We have been featured in their main contest. We have been featured in their NFT marketplace. So things should be good. And as I also mentioned, we are also into new blockchain integration. So we did Mantle. The others are going to come. Yeah. So I'll keep you updated in a couple of weeks where we are at. In a couple of weeks, we should be looking at um, pro- 90% H2O, and then we can talk about how do you like the game, what more we have to do with H2 and stuff like that. And of course, we'll begin the planning, since it's, as I said, Q2, beginning of Q2, will start the design of the next RPG game, the vast game we talked about, and we have begun it. So once design is done, we'll discuss with you all, and let's start building it. So yes, I think that's it. It was great having you people again, and I would see you in 2 weeks on Telegram. Yes, thank you. Uh, One moment, sorry, before going. Uh, Vishal is asking, NFT will sell also. Maybe he's asking that can he trade multiplier NFTs? Of course you can. You can trade. Uh, you can stake. You can rent. All options have. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. All right. So thank you so much, people. Have a good day. We'll get back to work. Take care. Bye bye.